What is up, everybody? I am Ash Attack, and welcome back to the final episode of Bloodborne. We're starting right where we left off last episode. Just recording right in a row. We have our last bosses of the game. I am so sad to see this series come to an end finally. It's been a long, hard series, but I am very proud of myself to say that I have completed the game. I've gone through the main game several times now, so that's not as crazy, but I have finally gone through the DLC, which I am very proud to announce. If you've not seen that, it is all recorded and up on the channel. I highly recommend going and watching it. It's definitely hard, but it's definitely rewarding. We have some rewarding moments in it. My off time, I went through all of the main Chalice dungeons, including the Great Isis, and have the Queen of Yharnam fight. Did that, the final boss of the Chalice dungeons. I have recorded that. That's the last episode that I did, so if you haven't checked that out, that is also up on the channel. Highly recommend going to watch that. It was a fun fight. Just kind of a goof around episode a little bit, so if you've never seen the Chalice dungeons, it gives you a little taste into what that looks like also. So without further ado, I guess let's start and get this thing over with, get this thing done. I think I'm gonna go in with Ludwood Blade. It's just so much stronger. I just love it. Yes. So, remember, we were going through getting all of these umbilical cords. We got 4 of them. We only need 3, but I'm gonna use all 4 of them anyway. So this is when you're gonna use them. I'm gonna use all of them. Oh, it's weird. I can't believe this game is coming to an end. It feels so wrong. If you guys do want, I can do a New Game Plus. Probably not right away, but if you guys would be interested in that in like a few years down the road or something, please let me know. So the doll has been saying that Gehrman has been waiting for me at the foot of the great tree. This gate is open. So I did the umbilical cords because that's going to give me one of the endings that I want. There's a total of 3 endings in the game. Here he is.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream.
So, obviously you can see 2 of the choices clearly right here. One of the choices is just to submit your life and wake up anew the next morning. Like, go on with your life. The one that I'm going to do is refuse. And then there's two endings within the refuse ending, so we're gonna see one of them right now. Most interesting ending, for sure.
Dear, oh dear, what was it? The hunt, the blood, or the horrible dream? Oh, it doesn't matter.
You're so cool.
It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes.
Oh, I want the building and fire with it. Okay, I haven't done this fight in a long time.
Tonight, Gehrman joins the hunt.
Okay. Boom. Ooh. Oh my god, I'm way... I'm trying to visceral him. Viscerling is just so much fun to do. Alright. Should I just fight him visceral style? Nah. Alright, come here, buddy. Oh, God. God, I shoot way too early. Oh, I'm gonna reach him. Visceraling him is so much fun, though. Ah. Come here, buddy. There we go. Okay. Visiting them is fun. So, since we have the umbilical cords, this is my computer background on my desktop. That exact screen cap right there. Hey, buddy. So he tried to, like, eat me or whatever. Or decide if I was, like, worthy of taking Gehrman's place. But I have the umbilical cord, so he didn't want to do that. Okay. Oh, God. I really haven't fought you in, like, a really long time. That was a waste of a heal for me, then. I'm just going for it. Come here. Oh, God. Oh, God. You're like a hit away, sir. Come here. It's so fast. Nightmare Slain. I was wrong. Sorry, there's three. Three that say Nightmare Slain. 2 in the main game, 1 in the DLC. I'm sure I'll be corrected in that somewhere along the line. I guess I could have just looped that, or like lumped that in.
Are you cold?
With the last episode. Because it's been 9 minutes. And that was the entirety of the rest of the game. So.
Oh, good hunter.
Oh, good hunter. Now I am the one reborn. That was it. That was the entirety of Bloodborne. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's such a good game. Let's look up some Moon Presence lore. No, not Moon Pressure. Moon Presence. Bloodborne Wiki. This is all the combat information. Where's the lore? Oh. Apparently, if you defeat the moon presence and then use a hunter's mark right afterwards, you can like remain in your current version of the game and I guess just wander around without like resetting the difficulty or creating a new game plus. Which that would be great. Like if you haven't finished up some things, like if you haven't finished up the DLC or whatever, because all that resets as well with the new game plus. Lore. So, given the effects that the 1/3 of umbilical cords have on the moon presence, we can infer that the moon presence is what the game refers to as Great Ones. We fought a few of them. Mother Brain was a great one as well, where we got the living string from. And some of the bosses were great ones as well. I believe the one Reborn was a great one. The moon presence can be considered the true founder of the hunt. He uses Garamond as the surrogate host to create the hunter's dream in order to undo the Great One's madness. If it weren't for its existence, the hunt wouldn't exist, and the hunter may have become yet another victim of the Beast Plague. So it doesn't have much lore in it. I thought it would have a lot more. Yeah. This is the whole game. This is my favorite game. I don't know, it's just fun. It's my favorite FromSoft game for sure. The Dark Souls games are fun, but I never really got into them like I did Bloodborne. The mechanics are just a little bit different. I don't know. I always just really liked Bloodborne. And when I first got it, I absolutely hated it. I've told this story so many times. I absolutely hated it when I first got it. Because I was bad at it, I couldn't get the hang of it. As, you know, any FromSoft game newbie would be. It was the first FromSoft game I experienced. So, you know, they're hard at first until you get the hang of them. Once you play one, you can more quickly get the hang of others. But having no experience with them before, I had no idea what I was doing. I wasn't very good at it. So, you know, I wasn't having fun because I was just really bad at the game. I was making no progress. But once I got the hang of it, getting into a lot more of the lore of it, and I just looked everything, like every boss and area up before I fought it, so that I could get tips and tricks of, you know, what kind of damage it dealt, what clothing would be best, what its weaknesses are, how to go about fighting it. And once you started getting the hang of it, once you started getting further into the game, parts got a little bit easier, and it just, you know, you could fly through parts of it. And once you started getting the hang of it, I really started to like it. I really started to enjoy this game and have fun with it. Of course, there were still areas where this game was a pain. Even just through this playthrough, you can see me struggle through pits. Like Lawrence. Lawrence? Yeah, Lawrence was a huge trouble spot for me. If you haven't seen that video, you can go back and watch that. I just recorded it not too long ago. I have a whole episode dedicated to me just failing to Lawrence. Like, that was the first episode where it didn't end in me winning a boss fight. It just ended with a to be continued. So, you know, I really struggled with that one and had to take a break from the game for a while then. But I came back to it, I got the hang of it. Like, Maria, you guys saw my first ever defeat of Maria, and it only took me 3 tries. I was so impressed and so proud of myself, and you can just see it on my face. I'm so gratefully happy that I have defeated a Maria for the first time. Lawrence and Orphan of Kaz and Queen Yarnum as well, you all saw my first ever defeats of them. So it was really fun to show, like, to share that part of the game with you guys. Because the DLC was something that I never fully got through before, the Chalice Dungeons as well, like I've said. So it was just really fun to be able to finally get through them, and not only get through them, but to be able to share it with you guys and have those experiences. I think that's the end of the lovely credits. The lovely song. And then it just throws you straight into a new game plus. Which I love. We'll step back and look at the PlayStation achievements as well, because I'm so proud that I finally 100%ed. Like, that's what it feels like. I truly 100%ed this game finally. And you can never 100% the PlayStation achievements for it, first try,
Good.
because of the
All signed
3
and sealed.
separate endings.
Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all
May think
be
it all
a bad
only a
dream.
bad dream. I love it. This game is just so good. So atmospheric. It enrages you, but once you get the hang of it, like, it's hard, but it's fun. And it's really easy to just, like, want to give up the game really quickly because of how hard it can be. But because some of the bosses are, like, so incredibly hard, it makes them so rewarding. Which, like, I don't know. Once you experience it for the first time and being like, oh my god, I finally did that one. That one was so hard. I feel so good about it. Like, there are a few things in life that compare to it. A feeling like that rewarding. Which is part of the reason why the game is so good, is because it makes you feel that way, and then it makes you crave more of it. It's like, well, I want to do more. I want to feel that way again. I want to feel like I accomplished something that well again. If you can't tell, I'm really into this game.
You found yourself
You
a
found
hunter.
yourself a hunter. Heck yeah. And then that's it. Just starts you right off. Back off here. Another 23k. Everything's back. Oh god, I just want to play through it again and again and again. And I probably will in my free time. And this is probably a series that we'll continue to come back to. Just because I love it so much. Come here. God, I'm probably even overpowered for this version. Let me just get up to the to the first lantern. Ugh. And that's part of it, since it kind of just plops you right into the New Game Plus. Like, it just makes you want to play it again. It's like, oh, well, you know, oh, it sounded like someone was in here. It's like, well, I know what to do now. I know where to go. I know this area. I can do this. And it's just crazy how good this this game can make you feel. Central Yarnum. Oh my god. I love this game. Y'all still take 2 hits though. Oh, it's so nice to be back in the beginning too. This game is just so pretty. Sorry, I know I'm... Oh, he's still dying 1 hit. You know, I'm like taking my time. I mean, we have nothing but time. I've only been recording for 20 minutes. Let me just get up to this lantern and then I'll go back to the Hunter's Dream, level up. There's the Cleric Beast! Oh, and our friend. Our friend that didn't make it.
Oh, you must be a hunter. And not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it. Yarnum has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done.
FromSoft,
This town is cursed. Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a
we
swift
need
exit.
a Bloodborne 2.
Whatever can
And I
be
would
gained from this place
absolutely
will
be
more
thrilled
harm than
to
good.
voice act or do something for that game. Because this game means so much to me, and I absolutely adore it. And I just want to keep playing it. I've gone through so many versions of this game. It's just so much fun. I'm just seeing everything, like, going back and experiencing this game for the first time. I envy anyone who gets to experience that again and, like, feel that frustration and that rewardingness of, you know, defeating the first boss or whatever it may be. Finding their first shortcuts, learning about their first bits of lore. Because it's just so good. Hi. Oh. Oh, and then you guys are, like, offering me everything again. I don't need it. 42 things of insight. Oh, and all my chalice dungeons are still here. I couldn't remember if they reset or not. That's why I wanted to get through it before I did the... like, that final boss bit. Okay. I'm gonna miss it. I might play more in my free time. Okay, I want to show you guys the PlayStation achievements. Sony Computer Entertainment. FromSoft, you're so good. I do want to play some of their other games, like Elden Ring looked good, really long, I know, and also, it looks almost too open world for me. Reviews, yes. 100%. Let's go. Bloodborne, the Old Hunters. So everything's just like Old Hunter's essence, acquire all Old Hunter weapons. In case anyone's wondering what they are, I mean, you can just look them up, but Orphan of Cause, Ludwig, Maria, Living Failures, Lawrence. And you can see they're all very rare. Just because this game's so hard. I thought it was super interesting because you can see in this, you can see like the rarity and the percentage of how many people complete it. And just even Cleric Beast and Father Gascoigne, the two bosses you first encounter in the game, were already rare and only had not even a 50% clearance rate. So out of the people that even buy this game and start it up, only 50% get through the first bosses. So Chalice of Ease, Ailing Lorraine, Temerian, Rune, so acquire a Carol Rune that endows hunters with special strength. Blood Gem Contact, acquire a Blood Gem that imbues hunter weapons with special strength. Britas, Celestial Emissary, Mater Lugaris, Amygdala, Amy. Dark Beast, which is Hemwick, Bloodstarved Beast, it's little meat flaps. Yeah, Cleric Beast. So potentially the first boss that you come to in the game only has a 48% clearance rate. That's insane. There goes Wet Nurse, Mikolash, One Reborn, Rom, Shadow, Vakar, Father Gascoigne, potentially the other first boss you meet, depending on which way you go, only has a clearance rate of 45%. Nightmare Lecture Building, gain entrance to the Bergenworth Lecture Building, that drifts between the realm of nightmare. Source of the Dream, discover the abandoned workshop, the source of the hunter's dream. The Choir, gain entry into the realm of the choir, the high stratum of the healing church. Gainhurst, acquire an extremely precious Carl Rune, precious Blood Gem, weapon of the highest level, that's getting the Blood Rock level 10. Acquire all hunter's tools, acquire all hunter's weapons. Yarnum, Therian Queen, Temerian. So defeat her. And then these are the 3 different endings that you can get, and I'll explain how you can get them. So Childhood's Beginning is the one that we just got. So that's when you fight Garamond, but before you do that, you do the 3, what's it called? The 3 umbilical cords, sorry, I was blanking on their name. And then you fight Moon Presence with those as well, and then you become that little slug thing that she's holding. So you became an infant Great One, lifting humanity into its next childhood. Honoring wishes, captivated by the Moon Presence, you pledge to watch over the Hunter's Dream. So that's if you were to fight Garamond and the Moon Presence without taking the 3 umbilical cords. So then you would become the next Garamond. You'd fight Garamond and the Moon Presence, and you would go in, essentially sit there like he did, watch over the Hunter's Dream, guide any hunters that came through for those nights, kill any that wanted to be killed for the yarn. And sunrise, you lived through the hunt and saw another day. So that would be if you refused Garamond's offer, or sorry, if you accepted Garamond's offer and then he killed you. That's it. You just die, and essentially you just die in like the dream, and then you wake up after the plague day is over, the day of the hunt is over. And then Bloodborne, all trophies acquired, hats off. That's it. I did it. Only 6.5% of people who do it. First platinum achievement, I think. So, you know, I'm proud of myself, and you can say it's silly, or, you know, you can say whatever you want, but I just love this game so much. It's such a good game. It's just a good, solid game. Here you go. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's it for this series. We've done everything there is to do. I guess I'll... There we go. Throw it in here. That's it. I hope you guys really enjoyed it as much as I have. I know I'm going to be going through this and playing it so many more times on my own. It's probably going to be one of those series that we come back to again and again throughout the channel. As the channel progresses and gains people or whatever, it's going to be one of those games where as I get older I still love it and come back to it and just relish in all of the memories that it brings me. Let me know, since the series is over, what else you guys want to see, what new series you want to be started. I know this last bit is a lot of me just talking, but yeah, let me know what you guys want to see next. There's a lot of new games coming out, a lot of games that have come out. Let me know what you guys are interested in seeing. Let me know what other FromSoft games you might want to see, like Sekiro, Elden Ring, any of the Dark Souls. I mean, I'll play through anything, really, and you guys can watch me struggle from the get-go. Since this game I played through so many times, I knew how to deal with the main game. Not so much the DLC, but the main game I knew what I was doing with, so you guys can watch me struggle with a whole new game. Or anything else. Doesn't have to be FromSoft. It can be Ublet Slime Rancher, you know, Stardew, whatever you guys are interested in watching, I will gladly play. And yeah, make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed this. New videos every Friday at 9 AM. It's been a lot of Bloodborne recently, and if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend going back and watching from the beginning. It is highly worth it. There's also a lot of great other series that are going on in the channel, like Majora's Mask. I know I've taken a break from that, but probably get back to that and see what else we can start up and get into. Hope you guys are having a good day. I'll see all of you beautiful people in the next episode. Peace out. Bye.